Everyone, this is Hollywood Junket. My name is Craig Reese, and in just a moment, we will be joined by Jordan Matthew Young from Team Blake from this season's The Voice. He's made it all the way to the live performances, which start next week, but this is our first time getting to talk with him, and I'm so excited to have this chance to interview him. But we're going to cover everything from the blinds to where we're at now. It looks like he's already on the call, so he's going to just be here in just a second. So please join in. Ask questions if you want to. If we have time, we'll definitely try to get to those. But all of our interviews are here on our Instagram channel, but we also repost them to our YouTube channel at Hollywood Junket. And there's Mr. Jordan right now. How's it going?
Good. How are you, man? Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for joining. I'm great. How are you doing?
Really good, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful day.
Nice. Good. Good answer. Let's go to the blinds and let's start there if you don't mind.
Yeah.
One thing that we thought was kind of interesting is Nick kind of promised a journey and doing something disruptive when he was trying to get you on his team. Was that tempting? And kind of tell us about your thought process between picking your coach.
Definitely, man. When you get on that platform, especially now without there being a studio audience, at the end of that moment, it's just all kind of surreal in that moment, So you're already singing, knowing that lots and lots of people are going to see it, and you're singing for these celebrities, right? So
Right.
the whole moment is really just sort of completely surreal, like a dream almost. So you don't really know what kind of input these people are going to have for you, what the coaches are going to say. And as far as Nick goes, it really just kind of took me by surprise. I was like, wow, that was just a very genuine response. That was just some very genuine information that he gave me, You
Mhm.
never know if it's just going to kind of be like, good song, like your voice, let's do this. So it was kind of just threw me off that Nick was so, he was just really kind of just telling me exactly how he felt about it in that moment, and that was just really cool. I was very surprised, and they, everybody's response is kind of surprising when you're not used to doing anything like this type of a show.
Yeah.
For me, it just kind of came down to what Blake said. Just sort of resonated with me the best. It was just I just think everything he said kind of was. Just hit all the right little markers for me, and how he knows a lot of the same music that I do, and some of his references, like his musical references too, it just made sense to me,
Mhm.
and it was surprisingly difficult decision, but at the same time, you never have any clue if you're going to get any chairs
Right.
turned around or one chair or whatever. So when I had three, I was like, oh, now I have to actually make a decision here, So it was really strange and surreal, and in the moment, it just came down to what Blake said. It just felt real true to me,
Yeah. Yeah. I can't imagine. I'm sure you would think about it, but then you also are like, don't think about it, just think about the song because you don't know if anyone's going to turn. But then to have three, yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't think ahead about any part of this process at all. I don't even think ahead to the next day ever when I'm out doing this,
Yeah.
I'm strictly just thinking about what I'm doing that day. And specifically if I'm singing that day, then, that's all I'm thinking about. I don't think about anything else. Because for me, it's I just want to show up and sing well, and that's it. I don't really care about anything else. I just want to be okay personally with my performance,
Yeah.
regardless of what anybody thinks. I just want to go up there and sing in a way that I would be like, cool, that's the best I could do.
Well, I wanted to ask this, but I feel like that almost kind of answered the question. But you sang a country song for your audition and then went with Blake. Were you concerned about being labeled a country artist, or do you even care? Are you even worried about it?
No, I don't
Yeah,
care at
yeah,
all,
yeah.
because I love country and I love to sing it, but I'm not a traditional country singer at all. So I think it's inevitable that I would kind of go in the direction that I have, because I think real quickly they realized I'm not like a Southern boy that's like strictly into country, and I don't have like an accent, you know. I'm not. I grew up listening to country, and I love classic country all the way up until, you know, like I was kind of like a 90s and 80s country kid, so a lot of like, you know, Randy Travis and um, Clint Black and Travis Tritt and stuff like that. So classic is like a relative term, I guess. To me, classic's
Right,
like
yeah.
Hank Sr. and Patsy Cline, you know?
Yeah.
That's the stuff I really, really like. But I think it was inevitable that people would realize that I'm not a traditional country singer. So it was just a matter of just kind of, for me, you know, that song was, we don't really get to like pick exactly what song we sing. It's not like
Right.
I tell production, this is the song I'm going to sing, and they're like, okay. It doesn't work that way at all, you know. That song was what was chosen for me, and so I sang it. I love that song. But did I do it in a way that was like like a country guy would do it? No, you know. So I think it was just a matter of time that they'd realize that just because you're on Team Blake and you sang a country song doesn't mean you're a country singer, you
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like that answer. But very very good.
know.
This might be for me personally, but maybe for anyone else from Texas, but I actually just spent 13 and a half years in Austin, Texas. And
Oh,
I want to
that's
know,
awesome.
yeah, I just moved to LA, but Austin is my home for sure.
That's
And I was
awesome.
just
I didn't
wondering, what
know
are
that.
your favorite venues to perform at there?
That's so cool, man. I had no idea.
Yeah.
So the main venue that I play at, that's like my home, is the White Horse
Uh-huh.
on east, yeah, on the east side. That's
Yes.
like everything. That's like every friend that I have, every musician buddy, all the management and the bartenders and the sound engineer, everybody, you know, that's kind of where all the musicians in Austin hang out. And it's just like home base. There's three bands a day, you know, every day, and it's always amazing music. And I don't know, man, that place is like a big part of places like that are a big part of why I moved to Austin, you know.
Hmm.
Um, and you know, like some of the classics, like Antone's is a killer place, of course, to play. Sea Boys. I haven't ever really had like a full blown Jordan Matthew Young show at the Continental, but I played there a couple times. That place
Oh,
is amazing.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, and then new spots have opened, like the family from the White Horse opened up this place called the Sagebrush last year.
Okay.
And it's basically just the brand. It's like the new premier honky tonk, and it's like the White Horse's really big sister, kind of, you know.
Awesome.
Because the White Horse is just like packed all the time, dance floor, but it's small, you know. The Sagebrush is the same. It's like a true honky tonk. It's not clean and modern. It's like old school, but it's huge. It's like the size of the new Antones. It's really big. It's
Okay.
like 500 capacity.
I'm loving this conversation.
Yeah, that is so cool, man.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I worked at Alamo Draft House. I
you did?
performed at Esther's Follies for a couple of years. Like I was in the Austin scene. Like I love that city so much. So I had to
Which
do that.
Alamo did you work at?
Well, I worked on the corporate level, so all of them.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you were at the
yeah.
corporate level. Awesome.
And we opened one here in LA, and I kind of moved here to kind of help that get going, and then COVID. So yeah, that
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
great. But
That's
yeah,
amazing. I didn't know that. So is it still moving forward, the one here?
the Alamos in
Yeah.
Austin.
No,
Yeah,
the one near.
they had to close. Oh, in LA, yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's good.
yeah,
Good, good. I love
yeah,
that place, man.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Sorry for anyone watching. I had to go on an Austin tangent real quick. Let's go back to the show.
That's great, man. That's great.
Um, they've kind of featured a lot about you working with your family in construction. What are some principles that you've learned from that has helped you in your music career?
Um, yeah. I took I feel like everything I do in music is a part of what I learned from doing that, which is just, you know, I feel like it's pretty universal. It's just like getting up early, working harder than everybody else. Uh, never, you know, just trying to do the most that you can do each day, you know, and like just be that person that just is always the last one leaving and the first one there, you know, and like there's a lot of musicians, especially now, that you can just kind of release your own album, book your own tour. You know, you can do all that kind of stuff now. There's
Right.
millions of musicians out there that are willing to hustle and do all the crazy, difficult stuff, you know, like driving 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day, playing 3 hour shows every single night, sleeping on people's couches every day. So for me, it just came down to like bringing that mentality from work of like working harder than everyone around you, knowing that all these other musicians are out there that want to do it too. So you got to figure out how to outwork them, you know?
Hmm. Yeah.
And just like that healthy level of competition too, you know, like
Yeah. Yeah.
I love being competitive in music and like sharing a show with somebody and watching them kill it, knowing now I have to get up there and bring something extra, you know?
Yeah. I can see that. We definitely saw that you were a fan of Snoop Dogg and getting some advice from him. What was the best thing you learned from him, and how are you going to use that moving forward?
Um, well, in that moment, it just kind of blew my mind walking on stage and seeing him there. But getting to sing for him and everything, he really was just pretty straightforward. Like, so was Blake kind of the whole time I've been here. It's just like they like what I do, and they know that I'm not gonna get up there and like sing an insane, crazy like Sam Cooke tune or like something. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty narrow in like the world of like rock and blues and so they know that, and the songs that I get are in that wheelhouse, and they were like, you know what, we like that, man. We like what you're doing. We like that it's dirty and gravelly. We like that your voice is breaking up in moments, and let it do that. You know, it's fine. Because I think I was like, oh, I want to hit that note better. It's like a little rough. And they're like, no, we like that, you know? So from the main things I guess I took away from the meeting was to totally be okay with being yourself. You're not trying to sing in some other way, you know, and change your style. And also, he was saying like at the beginning, I think it's the song that I sang. It's the Black Crowes song. She talks to
Hmm.
angels.
Hmm.
Snoop in the beginning, he was like, I want to feel that sort of like that like low, that like mellow, like stoner vibe in the beginning. It's like, of course, you know, of course you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. And I was like, oh, well, I know exactly what you mean. I'll just do that, you know? So I think he was just saying kind of get into it and put a little grease on it and just keep it
Yeah.
real like relaxed and just, you know, have fun with it.
Awesome. Ah, so cool. All right, Jordan, final question, then I'll let you go. I know you're obviously limited to what you can talk about for the upcoming live performances, but what can you tell us? What can we expect as fans? Give us anything that you can possibly let us know.
Well, one really cool thing is I'm excited about my instrumentation on the song,
Cool.
because
Wow.
I'm doing something that I don't know if anyone has ever done on The Voice ever. I don't know if that has ever happened, but I don't think it has. So yeah, I just got out of a rehearsal actually. It went really well. I'm not doing anything extra crazy, but I don't think what I'm doing has ever been done. And also, I love the song. It's a song I've sang a million times. It's totally in my style, and it's got a couple big moments that I'm really excited for.
That's awesome. Oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, congratulations again for making it this far. I cannot wait for the lives. And obviously, I'm a fan, Austin, so you had me from the beginning, but it was so great to talk to you, and you've been doing great. So great job.
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I appreciate you having me, and yeah, I love that you are an Austin guy. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yep. Well, always will be. Yep.
Killer.
Well, have a great day, and we'll see how far you go, and maybe we'll be talking to you in a couple weeks again. We'll see.
I would love that, man. Yeah,
Yep.
you as well. Enjoy the day.
Oh, and before I forget, I saw a lot of great comments on here. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining. And of course,
Thank
now we're into the live, so make sure you're voting for Jordan. follow him on Instagram, do all of that, because all that helps to move him forward on the show. So make sure you're doing that too.
Thanks, you guys.
And with that, I'll let you go. Thank you so much, Jordan.
Later, buddy.
Bye. And that'll wrap it up for us. Again, my name is Craig Reese with Hollywood Junket. This interview will be here on our Instagram channel, but we'll also repost it to our YouTube channel at Hollywood Junket. So check that out. Check out all our other interviews, and we will have more. So come back, and I'll see you next time.